How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
Time to shine! Shower me with praise!
The fury! Propagate! Germinate!
Yeah, judgment! Shiver! Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Just... Don't be nervous!
Hey!
Just relax! Don't slip and fall!
That tingle?
You can't run!
Scatter!
Judgment!
This one's got your name on it! Coming at ya! Hiya!
Propagate!
Yeah! Punishment! Yoo-hoo!
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Marashose Phantom! How did they find this?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress!
That's right, I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
got it.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn... So many jars. Was this some sort of production? This scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew. How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult to read, given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade? I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself...
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess. We need to find Rawada.
Understood. Well, let's not linger.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around. This one's closed too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try. Don't slip and fall. Let's blow bubbles! Yo! He might feel a little prick!
Yeah, you can't run!
Strike a pose! This room's much smaller than the others. Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a...
Head nurse! Over here.
Let's see. Yikes, Siege, we...
Oh, what a tragic way to go.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the... There's a whole bunch of people in there!
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day...
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood.
Why didn't you say anything?
Look, my plan got you all out of
You're just lucky we didn't leave you...
Partners, you hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion?
Oh, and you didn't have a...
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. What's the plan, Parton?
There is no... Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, Even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff.
I said enough arguing!
The most practical solution...
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're...
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
I have a document What's the problem?
What do you think? That we were...
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred...
Ugh, I've heard enough!
Freeze! Marshal say Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find...
Bro, what?
I don't see him.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our...
Hutton?
Arrest them all! Don't...
Now I'm mad! Loady loady!
Propagate! Germinate!
Shiver! Let my name echo in song! Shower me with praise! What a nuisance! You can't run! Lights out. Strike a pose!
Another tech.
Don't be nervous. Just relax. That wasn't very nice. Time to shine. Yoo-hoo! What a nuisance. Punishment. Judgment. Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-off. From the Spina with love. This one's got sorry. Partner. I swear, it's for medical research. Let's blow bubbles! Yeah! Strike a pose! You can't run! Shiver!
Spring forth!
Judgment! You can't run! Loady loady! Yeah! What a nuisance! Lights out! You can't run!
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potten's missing.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I gotta kill two birds with one stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipe.
This is our distribution. The pipe network here was designed to emit...
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're...
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open...
Go ahead. Struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one will...
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Cotton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the... How did you...
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that, theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with
How could you know all of this? No.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of.
I might get to make a deal today after all.
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other... I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains...
Huh. Impressive guesswork. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to...
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skin...
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients,
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls.
So? Can we make it...
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think I'm not closing the valve this time? Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison...
No.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it!
That's more like it.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave.
That was too close. Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the sore. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not... Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potton after finally making it for you. No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty... Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse, I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point...
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potton guy. If he had made good on that... No, he wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him. No matter—
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion for—
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
Don't move a muscle. I might be short. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a—
Oh.
Are you Potton?
What?
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matched—
Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in!
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's—
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was
Forced against his will. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton, the whole world—
Ew.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for—
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being—
Mr. Rawat, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me?
My peers looked up to me.
I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me but I did not hold a grudge. After all this superficiality, or so I thought. But alas, Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my— Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you—
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your— You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what? You have no right to judge me! You're all just...
You're a villain. Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you...
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asked, I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this...
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face changed, but I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have...
Fundamental qualities, huh? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have...
Seedween? Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were discriminated against. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race. So you see, you and I were the same.
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you?
Huh?
Head nurse. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Don't worry. Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, he was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escape.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will...
All right. I understand.
Mom? It's me, Potton. Your son. Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we...
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But...
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. I've done so much to get to this point. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
It's you?
Oh, of course.
Mom!
No more questions, Potton.
Mom!
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but...
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare
Another skincare promotion! And it's selling as fast as last time. Oh, Seedween's here too! Hey, Seedween! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, hello! Oh, I hope you two got a good... Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article? Actually, I'm mostly here to help off... Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy. Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, butterfly... Besides, officers have already retrieved all butterfly dew purchased after consulting Monsieur Nervulette. I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects. So Wow, it's...
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered...
Great! Good job!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potton's records. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. He put up no resistance. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping the criminal gang produce. Their supplier was Vache. But you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. It made for a seamless collaboration.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
Make no mistake. The crimes of Vache and his accomplices will cut since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seed after receiving numerous reports.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us he tried to throw us off his tail, but
So he tried this once before. Looking at the interrogation.
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not even so. He went too far.
I understand. Why did you want them anyway? Cotton was one of my patients, so I need to put the... Why are you still treating him like your patient? Doesn't he... That may be true, but a patient is a
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing.
Of course.
Thank you for...
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that... Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about... You mean that story about the... Yes, but... I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. Before I tell you, though, could you follow me somewhere? Of course! They're here too!
Good to see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you?
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Is that genuinely something people would consider...
Why wouldn't they? Important business...
Ah, yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance. After reading the Maréchal Say Phantom's report...
Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares. We're both here for the same purpose, actually.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch? Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only 'cause Siege...
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon.
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many... In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be...
Younger colleague. Well, that might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same. Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided to stick around. Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress.
She served a sentence?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another. Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical, but now it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was not...
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history.
Even Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there.
Master, what are you?
I discovered a strange disease. One I suspect I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure. But I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took...
Then I'll find a cure for you. And then you can go cure her.
There's no need.
But, Master...
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever...
I know, but they don't trust me at all.
That girl.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means breaking the law and being...
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Then I shall make one more final gamble. If I am able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontanians. If not, then it means there is one. I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my...
When Sigewinne returned, the miracle had not occurred. She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form. And after I had confirmed the veracity of the...
So that's what happened.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth. When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, after the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully, the legal...
Wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
You're here. The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion. Sounds like Monsieur Neuvillette filled you in. After learning the truth, it must have... Well, to be honest, but she was planning to... That's just who she was. Alright, but why did you turn yourself in? I broke the law, simple as that. True. It's just... The way Potton... You're not like him at all, and everything Neuvillette said confirms that. And yet, you were still convicted and thrown in prison. Unfair? I happen to think... What makes you say that? I knew you'd be curious. The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. The Iudex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melusine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewinne, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years. I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melusine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remembered the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melusine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind. After hearing everything Paten said, I wanted to tell him I tried to treat him. But the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face. I understand. Thanks, you two. I appreciate you being here for me while— Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure. Oh, there's one more reason I invited you in order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping— we don't need it, though. Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should— Well, fair enough, but— And still, if this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, Melusine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood. After all, from a Melusine point of view, Paimon bets Melusines look the cutest of all! Paimon, after everything— what was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time— Leave it to me. Seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine! Look at that! Roadside signs as far as the eye can see!
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my—
Ooh, is that lady the owner of Chioria Boutique? We've never seen her before.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, now. Remember to not fold the gown. Or store it under—
I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw's gonna drop straight to the floor.
Are you here to check out the offerings?
Sure are! Oh, Paimon's Paimon, and this—
That's right. Oh, Navia told me about you.
Oh, we've heard a lot about you, too. Chioria Boutique is super—
Well, I appreciate the recognition.
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Oh.
Are there any fun and popular
fashion—
Will you be showing off some of your designs, too?
Of course. All to come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. Why would anyone, in the end, fashion?
Huh. All that complicated.
Absolutely. That is.
Ooh, are you using material?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Ina.
Oh, Paimon gets it! We're a long way from Inazuma, though.
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani.
Excuse me! Coming through! Coming through! Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm...
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Huh? And you're with customers as well? Oh, jeez. I've really kept everyone...
These two are the Traveler and Paimon. And this is Kirara, Star Courier of the Komani Express. She's a Nakamata in case you...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. And sorry you had...
So, what was the holdup? Sailing...
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders?
Well, I didn't run into anyone.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Alright. I was stopped by a group of bandits. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about
So it was a targeted...
I got the sense that they were actually targeting
my fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guard.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh? You always know how to get me, Chiori. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go?
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name...
Uter. No, that name rings a bell.
Well, that's exactly why
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about...
So he's like...
A rival is what you call someone who fights you. Uter, however, just has it out for me as it is. I've already warned him before to compete with me.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your...
Chiori!
And she's gone.
Oh no.
You seem concerned.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But, Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check...
Yeah, we'll take good care...
to be honest, I'm more worried...
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And who are these two?
So you came too? Allow me to introduce you. These two are the Traveler and Paimon. This officer over here is Chevreuse. Captain of the Special Security.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly.
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far.
It's nothing. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then. In return, I've helped her take care of some things that you could say aren't exactly in her...
It's nice to meet you both. I have... So,
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you.
Well,
not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't...
Okay.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is...
Follow me.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work.
Does Chiori often need...
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as the uniform, the musket. They're intimidating, but put them in a clothing boot.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to... As a result, Chiori...
You scratch my back and I'll scratch...
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure she end in some very rare case. So, who got on her case?
Oh, so this is what happened.
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of... So he's back at it, huh?
Whoa, what?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two.
Sure.
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very...
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same... It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to... Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again...
Chiori...
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please...
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some...
Forget it.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing...
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely...
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go...
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing it?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what... I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a...
Believe it or not, they were that bad.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. Oh, that reminds me.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your fate.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking in advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scrap. We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol with that sort of escort. The next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple...
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Well, if you...
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should...
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say...
But of course. They supply us designers with funding. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chioria brand, yes?
Well... I mean, with the amount of places that...
Then it's still not famous enough.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioria branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed?
Alternatively, of course.
Okay, I'll admit.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put...
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've already booked the models for that. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches you.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was...
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and... I don't know.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes?
My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the Special Patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol the way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as—
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure—
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks—
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she—
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the—
Set them up?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their type.
Whoa, there sure is a lot.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
You didn't get bought out by my competitors, did you? Ugh, this arrangement, it's— Never mind. It might look like a chaotic mess. Anyway, over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently? Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown. But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to—
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just—
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel. No one to take. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping—
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
That's true. Come.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh. Could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark?
Oh, no need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like to—
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene in—
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a Please calm down, sir.
What is he—
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals.
And just who is it that dares to—
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground—
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you—
You—
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Chiori.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week.
If you say so, but
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be—
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of— Can a woman not get a moment of—
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we—
Yes, that's what—
And what about the models we asked them?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty—
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like—
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't—
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too!
Thank you. In that case—
So you believe that—
Absolutely! I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a— Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a head.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief—
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mystic—
Precisely.
Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our weasel targeted whatever people held dear. And he would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know! The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident. A magician named Caesar fell to when the police went through his personal effects. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's... I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. "3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has...
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even... Really? Oh, let him try! In fact, Hyman's gonna eat all her snacks right now! Let's see what he can do about that!
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Magic, magician, Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lenny! You see, the original Phantom Thief...
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go.
Guessing? Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other...
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist to...
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find... You snuck out from home today, didn't you?
You can tell?
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance.
All right. Got it.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the...
Well, why don't you guess, Mr.
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like...
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on that, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents. And you guys, on the other hand...
Wow. Got it in one...
Wait, really? No trickery this time. His warning letter's been the talk of the town.
Bingo! So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this
angry.
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3...
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, but I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day.
Really? So what you're saying?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor.
You're being far too modest, Linny. I think your magic tricks are even...
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, a lot of people liken magicians to allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's good!
That's the question. Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes.
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how?
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Linny, it seems that my
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate...
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, for example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to...
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. It sounds like something I should look into, though.
Well noted. Please feel free to get in touch. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work...
So, Linny...
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Well, you feel it too, right? So itchy!
Not so itchy, then. Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians, too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you for putting your trust in what... The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was... But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean... And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with...
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me...
Straightforward as always, I see.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain...
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something...
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can...
You would think that. With this, someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once.
Every house? That means someone
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shiori.
What sort of...
A photo of you beating up...
Yesterday?
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, the true chief, relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the chief...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
Yeah, he was the one who's...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy...
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider?
But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe...
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what...
fair enough. Then, I suppose all there's left to say is... best of luck. As for the models...
Understood. Take care.
So, what...
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old design.
How could they do this? They're making things up!
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. I should have seen it from the beginning.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article?
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this, but
that's great! With your help, we might be able...
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
She was just here.
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customer...
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly...
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all the...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public... It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little...
Oh, this is all Uter's fault! Paimon would... Wait a second. You don't think she...
That would only make the situation worse for her.
You've got a point. Let's just return... Elaf, we're back! Oh, who's
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her.
Ah, so you've come across that art?
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after my fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to... He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty...
And then?
And then something happened to the business. And we ran into major mora problems. We were able to...
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she heard me out and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit...
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a...
It is good. It's just... After I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé...
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't... He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it...
Huh? So what?
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about...
Huh? Well...
I think it'd go a long way.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since...
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always...
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. Chiori?
Uh-huh. How did you know where I...
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you...
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
All right, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of...
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time...
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that!
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just... often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making out. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that...
Well, that's a great dream to strive to...
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine. A city often referred to as the capital. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in... I had a far... Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry. Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my cousins. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day.
Ooh, looks like you've got your gig
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired the... Charlotte's already working on an article.
I don't like duking it out in the press. I know where Uter's clothing factory...
Sounds good. Well, as for Fashion Week, well...
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Fine incriminating...
but your accessories...
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about... To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't... Thinking about all that, The sea. Seashells, coral. Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori! Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! Enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do? Great! So are we gonna head back?
Yes, but don't forget. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next...
You mean we have to start from scratch?
I should...
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja?
Ganyu? Who's that?
A friend of ours who does way too much. Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for... all this grit and determination.
What else can we help with?
I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the...
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma. And if it worked back then, why not now?
But you were...
I know. That's why I refused to let it...
Okay.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day... Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened? Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula
maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see...
Huh?
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera?
I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits.
Oh, so that's what...
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract.
As if you didn't. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew. When are you going to get started?
Actually, there's some...
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon?
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page.
Not this again.
Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for...
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case,
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad to hear it! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all. Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can...
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Uter Ferenc...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
Yeah, something...
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go
Alright, Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said, and meet up... Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have...
Fresh fruit, sweeter than syrup.
you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along?
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alof.
Wow, that's cutting it real close.
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uter has closed.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault, and he totally...
His factory is usually open to the public. We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
Well, when you put it...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments...
Alright! Ooh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose...
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
We're in! There really is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air! What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Uter seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure. These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Look out! There are guards here!
You picked the...
Tacky.
Let's go, Tomato!
This place is...
Look over there.
Ooh, that water...
And I was the one using
So he was actually the one who...
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the
Never mind issues with shrinking and...
That's terrifying! This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of weird... Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked!
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because... we used to be partners.
But you're practically at each other's throats!
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd, but with every criticism we received, and finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that for my part, I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week.
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to make...
I don't know the exact details of what happened.
He's just jealous of what...
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe try the next one? That didn't do anything either.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
I'll never accept defeat.
Warning, unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Watch out! Fire!
Warning, unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning, unauthorized intruders.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Huh?
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
finally made it out. Huh? Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. 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 Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Otero seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio. These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in... why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Propagate!
You can't run!
Lights out.
Yeah, scatter! Spring forth!
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I must do my duty!
Attack! That's the way. Haha! Feeling lucky?
Yeah.
You can't run!
Shiver! This place is...
Look over there.
Ooh, that...
And I was the one using
So he was...
No wonder his clothes always felt... He's been using all...
Should...
Never mind, is she...
That's... This way he won't be able to try and deny anything and... Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of... what's going on? Our way in's been black!
Seems like he knew...
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because...
Wait, you're
when I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out, but with every... Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion, for my part,
You received the acclaim...
I don't know the... Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There... Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe try the next one? That didn't do anything either.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Judgment!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Drop it!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Attack!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
This one's got your name on it!
Warning. Warning. intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance! At last!
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty—
The evidence on your person, you mean? Well,
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
oh, but this...
What? Destroying?
Proving that... Spare me the lecture!
Fashion is about aspiring toward...
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll under...
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time?
He realized long ago how utterly...
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough. You think you understand. This whole thing...
Pathetic. Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool.
You're right.
But more pitiful...
You...
Yeah, just leave his—
No. You go instead.
But he had—
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best to...
Catch up with us soon!
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour.
Still trying to talk...
No matter what you've been through. If I may borrow the words of a... Allow me to show you.
The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin.
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori!
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat with...
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those. Pear would need an alien.
So, does that mean your signboard is...
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm. And a bit cramped. Miss Chiori! I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need from...
Huh?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette.
What about something other?
Thank you, Chiori.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be...
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll put...
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using weaponry in public...
Chevras, we can explain!
If you come across anyone who matches those
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier.
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground work...
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've...
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of... Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way...
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used...
You know...
Thanks again, Shelfer.
My pleasure. Oh, and one that was really cool.
You don't say.
All right.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late.
A place with a view?
Perfect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But...
Here. Take...
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well.
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided you've been a great help. There were even times when I felt like I had...
Well, we may have helped...
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, a single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever got...
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry. Should we go?
Oh, yes, of course. You know, of all the nights I've spent...
Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for complete.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
the water. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still... why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? Well, either way, let's go check it out first. Remember you being the boss.
Well, now just wait a sec. Well, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion pipe.
No! Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasure.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see. I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive.
There's no need to put yourself down like that.
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have long... We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. You were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone... Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery. After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alval. And no, I've only caught... I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true...
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to...
Well, I did mean it when I called you legend. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Anything else? Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually... Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by.
It's all right. 2 will do. It just doesn't feel the same. But anyway, we don't need to get into the... Thank you so much.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
Don't we have a job to do?
You can come out now. We found your head.
You did? Oh!
Wait, so you're not actually bald?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no...
Ah, I see! Thank you so...
Does it have some kind of sentiment?
Sorry, I can't explain at the moment.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley! It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still... I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider... As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about... Oh, and has he done something wrong?
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert.
Huh? Shy?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just what kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway...
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but...
Alright then.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something...
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills.
Then, I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great
Yes, please? Huh.
It's not for everyone. Think...
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know.
Whoa, that'd be quite the long story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the strength. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first place.
Paimon gets the sense that that guy we talked to earlier was obviously...
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms, some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor called. So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
Kind of.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make... I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle...
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have... Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn... Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box...
Yep. We can't just send them back up now.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well? Paimon will be your vault...
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick...
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No take-backs, Paimon will have you know...
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think...
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem, then, and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick...
Then... Actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but...
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the society. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Wait, are you this free?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless, but that's when the thought came to me. Thus, it was with...
Oh, so you were...
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubbers. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not every... But the Society is a great place for those who wish to...
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on our operations, our entire...
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some... If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community, optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life.
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matter. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain...
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Yeah, they're supposed to be like... Hey!
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? We've got some classics. As well as a few books that the members... Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their... Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at... We find it kind of funny. You see, had we
it's because you...
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though. All we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it.
So this is something like a safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, and that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well.
Don't worry, we will.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me...
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities, and I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to... Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafe.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easy.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
We've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
So it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too? What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kinda used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later. After all, it's my responsibility as...
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked? Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's your opinion of the society?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job...
That is certain. But at this point in time, I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, you all... The whole truth is... I'd hoped to take care of it. Why don't you take this up if my hypothesis is... And with his watchful eye removed... I'm just following the most popular playbook in fun. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance. I'll explain everything to you later. But right now, we need to find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place.
It's just as Risley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this. Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident.
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of...
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does... We can look around for it. Hey, big guy.
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? take a deep breath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner. I ate something earlier, so, you're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it.
Hey, hello?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members.
You don't know...
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and...
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but...
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back. How were things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicion. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we... Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so it was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the...
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take... Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for... Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not...
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice. And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to... And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish...
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need... You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey! It's finally evening. Risley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else...
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far, and I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Nate, why didn't anyone come to me?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but... Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my... Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but there was no way to keep our investigation as...
That makes sense. Wait.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his... That likely set his internal alarms off all at once. Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with...
So you did the...
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of this. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I did... Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been an... And since I was traveling with you, heroes, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather...
You used us as a part of your plan, too!
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, but I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation. Would you be willing to lend...
But Paimon's still mad at you!
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two... I've examined one before. The other is the true purpose of the black... It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from...
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering?
Yes, he fled immediately. But many members are... Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain now that he's lost Dugier's trust. What awaits him is agonizing.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, she rambles often, has hallucinations. It may...
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her...
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, thankfully, he has already returned to his senses.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her...
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you.
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said...
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say.
But why?
In that case, Avis and I will be off.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when the Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent... Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word.
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you...
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Just what's up with that guy? We should have shown him his...
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for... The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were... And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the member. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. I need to think about this a bit. But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis feel the need to remove her hat?
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier know. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the...
Paimon's last again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant...
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their...
That might not even be all. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dujie's sin. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable... Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here! Have a look at this! This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. Its contents are... The colors of the covers are completely different, though. And the names of the yeah! And they dared to claim that...
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that... So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no... And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake. And perhaps Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. The lime scale, the layers of dust. They were all We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything.
Oh.
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society... Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will... So instead of being his real... And only the most docile and well-trained...
But then... Where...
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind. That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably... Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas. We should be on the right track. Let's go. We can take this path.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! I must see some society members too!
After them!
It's rising! Run! Ugh, those blasted guards!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk!
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes to...
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to We were just about to dispose of him when you...
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way?
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen him.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time.
There's so much space down here!
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. Stay sharp. He's got a... A moment, please. Not bad.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guard.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here?
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received. Seems like he's prepared for an all-
Hey! What's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. Members are not permitted to... 5 members shall form a group. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded. I see.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
To obtain food and water, prisoner to avoid punishment, they learn. Finally, isolated and without hope. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision, and that—
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to the human heart is like a raft in a vast, and those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for— You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Forget it, Paimon's just gonna— Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Look, the other side's open! Let's go.
Get a little chilly. Scatter!
Away now.
climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? Ooh! The water level's gone way up! So that's how we'll make it to the top.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably...
Let's still rescue the ones who got left. Hey, it's alright.
No, I won't. So close to me.
No, we're not gonna...
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with... I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her.
The door's open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you.
Understood. And...
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have... Let's go back. We have that mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll... Don't forget to bring these along.
I must confess to being furious. Remember their names. Facade, and today you will see with your own eyes. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn. Of course. You will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't...
Thistle.
It's okay. I'll...
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare!
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that his grace?
Oh, Risley. I knew you would come, but I didn't. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about...
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving?
You. Stop acting all high and... Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what... And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never... The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the dark, they may have made mistakes, but they are still and most importantly, they should always retain... But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their and you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing.
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold again?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control.
Stay cool and face your guilt.
A moment, please.
May I present? Stop that!
Run away now.
Shower me with praise!
Spring forth! It's get a little chilly.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood.
Shower me with praise!
Sorry for taking so long.
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. You're right. Besides formal apologies and reprimands, I also probably need to—
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna—
Oh, Dujier? For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that he'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to— I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much. How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria.
No, Paimon's had enough of that.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal.
Oh, then you've got—
You're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals, even if— that's not what Paimon—
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too— which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more—
You sure got everything taken care of, Risley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead. That's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached, all children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles. Yes, like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredible— They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took, but I did. So in the end, I killed them. and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crime.
Ah!
My methods were extreme, yes. But I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a vis and facade!
It was all because you arrived.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to—
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to—
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into douche. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found...
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad, but we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Oh, we can't. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special and we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit! Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people—
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith.